Narrator, calm but serious. Have you ever passed an old abandoned house on the side of the highway and wondered who lived there? What happened behind those walls? This story starts like that, but it doesn't end where you'd expect. Dana Corwin was a traveling nurse, independent, smart, used to being alone. She took a job in Willow Creek, Ohio, a town so small it barely had a post office. The house she rented sat just off exit 29, a 2-story farmhouse, too cheap to be true. The listing said quiet, private, rustic charm. What it didn't say, it hadn't been lived in since 1984. That first night it rained. The wind rattled the shutters, and Dana, half asleep on the second floor, heard something. A whisper, just one word. Wait. She brushed it off as wind. The house was old, everything creaked, but then came the attic door. It was chained shut, bolted, like someone didn't want something getting out. Dana's only patient was Edith Monroe, 84 years old, couldn't speak, but her eyes followed Dana like she knew something. One afternoon, Edith handed Dana a crumpled paper. It was a drawing, a house, the same house Dana was living in, but there were eyes in the attic window, big, black, empty ones. The next week, Dana started hearing them. Not just whispers, children's voices.
It hurts! Let us out! She's still in the
The temperature dropped every night. Dana would wake to find furniture moved, windows open. Once all the kitchen knives were lined up perfectly on the counter. She did what anyone would. She researched. The address, 1838 Exit Road, was once the site of Willow Creek Orphanage, closed in 1964, no reason listed. But Dana found a headline, 7 children vanish in 1 year, no charges filed. The orphanage was run by a woman named Margaret Ellings. She disappeared the same year it closed. Police never found her, or the kids. One night, Dana broke the chain on the attic door. Inside, toys, dolls, tiny shoes, and scratch marks, hundreds on the walls. Then she found a box. Inside, teeth, children's teeth, neatly labeled with names, and a voice behind her.
I told you not to open it.
Dana confronted Edith. She showed her the symbols from the attic. The old woman cried. First time anyone had seen her show emotion in years. Through a trembling hand she wrote, "Margaret was my sister. She kept them there. She fed on them. The house still remembers." Watch the visual.
The young angel's lights flickering, voices rising, Dana recording audio.
Dana set up a recorder. She stayed up. Midnight came. The house came alive. Footsteps above her head, children laughing, then crying, then screaming. From
The attic door opened by itself, and Dana foolishly went up.
In Ord 19, visuals flashlight dropping black screen recorder static. Her voice was never heard again. When police arrived, the house was empty. No Dana, no signs of struggle. But they found the recorder. It played one sound, a child's whisper.
Hey, new mommy, yay!
Narrator, if you're ever driving through Ohio and you see exit 29, don't stop. Some houses aren't abandoned, they're waiting.